Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing a bonus reading for you guys. You had the highest viewership last week, so I wanted to say thank you by giving you a bonus reading. I am going to start by letting you know that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Cancer sign out there, so guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Cancer, you get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy for the sign of Cancer? Cancer. All right, Cancer, you're starting out with the Star card. You have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and you have the Five of Cups. All right, so I feel like you're going through a period of healing here. There's been a loss. That loss was caused because something was extremely unbalanced, or you may have been dealing with a very selfish individual. There was not a balanced, equal give and take in the situation, but you're doing a lot of healing, which is returning hope back into your life. So I do like that energy. Five of Cups tells me that you're still dealing with some sadness here. There's a lot of sadness. And it does look like it's centered around feelings and emotions and love. You're hoping to find balance back in your life again. That's what you're seeking. That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're healing for. But what you have encountered has been a lot of imbalance. So let me see who is in your energy. There's a deep sense of sadness for some of you, possibly even a little bit of depression. Show me what has, or the person that Cancer is dealing with. I feel like a lot of you want love in your life right now, but you have to find your own stability first. And so I do feel like that's why you're in this healing mode. All right, so the person in your energy, we have Temperance. You may be dealing with a Sagittarius. We have the Hangman, Pisces energy, and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So the person that's in your energy, they could be waiting for you to heal. There's a sense of them waiting, holding back. And that might be giving you the impression that this person is not interested in you, but they actually really are. This is somebody who wants to create a balanced, equal give and take between the two of you, but there's something to do with healing. And I feel like this person's waiting for you to heal in order to bring this energy in. With the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, this person has weighed up the pros and cons of this connection, and they're making a decision here. So let me see the energy between Pisces. Let me see the energy between Cancer and this person. Ooh, the Strength card. You might be dealing with a Leo. Yeah, this person will have a very calming presence, a very healing presence in your life. I do feel like there is a strong attraction that is here. But I really feel that in this energy, like, this person will have a very healing and calming presence. There's also this sense of this being a very courageous step for you to take. And I can see why. You've gone through a lot of pain and a lot of hurt here. So I can see why you're kind of holding back a little, but you do have some strong feelings for this person. All right, let me see what's affecting this connection. The Two of Swords, a decision. You're trying to decide, Cancer, if this is going to be a balanced relationship, if this person's going to provide an equal and balanced give and take. And they're willing to wait for you. This person has already decided they're willing to wait. They don't know what you're going to do. They don't know what your decision is. But I feel like this person's already made the decision that they will wait for you to heal. Show me the outcome. Eight of Wands and the Three of Wands. There's that waiting energy again. Oh, we have a hidden card. Let's see what that is. Oh, the Death card. Okay, so in your outcome, we have the Death card, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Wands. You're going through a transformation. Yeah, you're definitely going through a transformation, and that transformation was caused by an ending It was caused by an ending that created a lot of sadness in your life. It was a very unbalanced connection, but it doesn't appear to be this person that's in your energy. I do see communication back and forth between you and this person. If there is a distance between the two of you, I do feel like there could be travel involved, but there's definitely going to be back and forth communication. And it's going to assist you to heal. It's going to actually bring in a very calming and very consistent energy in your life. This person is basically saying, I've already decided to wait for Cancer to heal. If there's things that, you know, they need to do first, that's fine. I'm still interested and I will wait. A lot of waiting in their energy here. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. That is underlying energy, and that does indicate that there's a lack of clarity currently, and that makes sense because we do have the Two of Swords in the center of your reading. So this person's unsure of what you're going to do. You may even be unsure of what you're going to do. All right, so let's clarify your reading. Spirit, why is the Star card here for Cancer? Why is this Star card here for Cancer? I do feel like this is absolutely somebody that you do already know, but they could be newer in your energy. Show me this Star card. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands reversed and the Tower in reverse. So you have a fear that this person is not going to wait for you. You're healing. You're aware that you're healing. You hope that they will, but there's a fear here that while you kind of get your act together, while you rebuild your life, because you went through a Tower moment. So while you're doing that, you feel like this person, like nobody's going to wait for you to go through the healing that you need to do in order to reconstruct your life. So let me see, why is the Six of Pentacles? Now, some of you were waiting for somebody that you had a Tower moment with, and you have now decided to no longer wait for that person. You're going to rebuild your life on your own. So I feel like a lot of you were waiting for somebody, you were hoping to reconcile with somebody, and now you're kind of saying, maybe it's time for me to move on. Okay, so we have the King of Cups, we have the Lovers. Yes, you're stepping into your power, Cancer, and I do like that for you. You're beginning to open up your heart. It's a big decision for you. It's a difficult decision. And so I feel like a lot of you are trying to decide between somebody who created absolute chaos in your life in the past, caused a lot of sadness, but you have taken those lessons. You've learned from those lessons. And now I feel like you're beginning to open your heart back up. So you're having to kind of choose, am I going to wait for this person from the past, or am I ready to move forward? And this is your decision here. So I do feel that this is a pretty major decision for you. This is not something that you're taking lightly, but I do feel that you're at a crossroads here. Let me look at the bottom energy. Why is the Five of Cups here for Cancer? Yeah, there we go. Six of Swords, you're moving on. 10 of Wands. You're moving away from all the problems, all the chaos, all the sadness. You're starting to open your heart back up to love. You're in a transformative phase right now, and it's been brought about by this healing energy. So you're moving away from the chaos and the problems, and you're moving straight into that transformation. So let's look at this person's energy. Show me Temperance. Show me Temperance for the person in Cancer's energy. All right, so we have the Six of Wands reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Knight of Swords reversed. So this person's is healing as well. They underwent a loss here. It could have been in a marriage or a long-term connection. There was a severe loss that really destabilized them, and they felt like, you know, there was a lack of success. They could also be trying to recover from a financial loss, but for most of you, this person also went through a very bad ending. Yeah, they don't talk about it. This is somebody who doesn't discuss it. They don't talk about it, but it is on their mind. So they're also healing as well. So this person understands what you're going through. And I feel like you also have a calming presence in their life. I wonder if some of you guys, if you've known this person for a while, if this is somebody you've been in a friendship with. Let me see the Hangman. You might be dealing with a earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Show me the Hangman for the person in Cancer's energy. Okay, we have Judgment reversed, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to move this forward. They're willing to go slowly. There's a hair on there. All right, they're willing to go slowly, and the reason they want to move slowly is because this person might be afraid that you are going to go back with this person from the past that created, you know, a lot of chaos in your life. They are unclear of what your intentions are, of what it is that you want to do. So they don't want to make a bad judgment call. So they're kind of waiting. They're waiting to see, well, what is Cancer going to do? You know, should I move on? Should I move away from Cancer? I don't want to go through this loss again. You know, that made them feel like they were unsuccessful. So they don't want to do that, but they are willing to take this very slow. Let me see the Two of Pentacles in reverse for the person in Cancer's energy. Page of Swords. And the Empress. Yeah, they have you up on a pedestal, Cancer. They have you up on a pedestal. They are watching you. They are watching you. For some of you, you may have known this person for a while and there's been a friendship, but they haven't crossed that line. I do feel this person is watching you. They're wondering what it is that you're going to do. They're waiting for you to heal. They're waiting to see, are you going to go back with this person from the past? But they look at you like you have it all, that you are, you know, the full package here. Yeah, so they're willing to wait for you because you are the full package. All right, let me look at the energy between. You might be dealing with a Libra. I see very strong Taurus energy. Let's see the energy between Cancer and this person. This person might look at your social media or check up on you, but not in a creepy way. They just have you on this pedestal. They think you're everything. All right, so we have the 8 of Coins. We have the 5 of Coins reversed. A lot of you guys could be throwing yourself into your work, trying to, and you may know this person through work actually, but I do feel like you're looking at all the details of this connection or this person. You're studying it. You're studying it, but you don't feel like this person is waiting for you. You don't. And there's this sense here that you're focused more on yourself, your money, your work, you know, trying to rebuild your life, trying to heal from all of this. And this person that's in your energy is, again, I'm seeing this energy of them feeling that you may go back with this person. You may reunite with this person. I really get the feeling that either this person has been in your, not the person here, but the person that created the chaos may have been in your energy for quite some time, or it could be an on and off situation. So this person does not want to experience another loss if you decide to reconcile. Yeah. So let me look at the Two of Swords. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. I'm really getting the feeling that the two of you have not talked about all of this. There's not been a discussion. There's like a lot of underlying energy, but nothing has been like openly discussed. Show me the Two of Swords. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords. So what's affecting the connection is there's a decision that has to be made. And that decision is yours, Cancer. You're trying to decide between, you know, this past person and moving on towards someone new. You have been holding on to someone from the past, and you've also been very guarded with this newer person here that's in your energy. So you have a decision to make here. I do feel like the person that's in your energy, they could feel that the person that you were involved with in the past is narcissistic. They're willing to fight for this connection, but they are also going to wait and let you make that decision. Yeah, I'm seeing conflict here. I don't know if this person, if you had conflict with them, or this past person may have had some sort of conflict with them. I'm seeing conflict though, and I definitely see that they're up in their head about it. There's internal conflict for them because their fear is that they're going to get involved. You're going to go back to the past person and they're going to get emotionally hurt. So that's the reason why they're holding back so hard. Let me look at your outcome. And you're pretty guarded with them as well, because you know that, you know, it's the more you get involved with this new person, or if you get involved with this new person, it's going to require changes in your life related to this person from the past. And that can be scary. I get it. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups reversed. We have the Hermit. And we have the Seven of Cups. Neither of you trust each other. They don't trust that you're not going back to the person from the past, and you don't trust that they're the right person for you. You want to be with your soulmate. So you might be questioning, you know, if this is the right person, or if you should go, you know, back with the person from the past. Some of you have very strong feelings for that person from the past. So you're in your head, you're thinking about it. You don't want to discuss this with this person. There's going to be some kind of a discussion that's going to open up the door, but it's also going to cause both of you, I feel like it's going to lead to some conflict. And I feel like both you and this new person are going to kind of pull back and say, you know what, I don't want to, you know, pull the trigger on this right now. Because you're going through a transformation, whether you want to or not. It's coming, and it's coming about because of the healing and because of you're taking your power back. So I do feel like you want love in your life, but you might be a little bit indecisive or just not trusting if this person is the right person for you. So you go within, you think about it, you basically kind of cut this off for now, because, and you might not trust this person. You might feel like this person's not on the up and up with you. For what it's worth, I don't see that in their energy, but you don't trust them. So I do see you pulling back. I see you ending this temporarily, or possibly, you know, for good. You're moving towards your peace regardless. And I do feel like you're seeking answers. You want to know how you can transform, how you can rebuild yourself, how you can heal, you know. So this person is an option for you, but I feel like you're saying no, not right now. They're not. Now in their energy, like I told you, this person definitely has you up on a pedestal. They have been waiting for you. They're willing to wait for you. However, you've triggered them as well with this discussion, and it has created a little bit of a situation where this person might have even gone up in their ego a little bit. There's some conflict that has occurred here between the two of you. And when you pull back, it causes this person to also not trust you. Because remember, Cancer, they went through a deep loss as well. They are healing or have healed, or either they have or they are healing as well. And they're terribly afraid that you're going back into this previous connection. So they're feeling drained. They're watching to see what you're going to do. They've been waiting for you. And when this discussion happens, you know, they're going to pull back. When you pull back, they pull back as well. Now, that being said, they're still watching you and they're still in this waiting mode. So I feel like it's really your decision. All right, bottom of the deck is the Magician in the reverse. Gemini energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini, but this is telling me that, you know, due to a lack of clarity, if this is the right decision for you to make, if this is the right path for you to take with regard to love, I do feel like this is not manifesting currently. Doesn't mean that it won't, but I feel like you're kind of pulling back. And you're saying, not right now. I need to heal and I need peace, but this doesn't feel right to me right now. All right, I'm going to pull a oracle card for you, Cancer. And you know, you're entitled to do that. Like, it's important for you to feel absolutely comfortable before you get into a relationship with anybody. All right, so your card is number 24. And this card is self-love. So let me read that for you. I'm using the Heal Yourself reading cards. Hold on. All right, it says, take time out to get to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life. Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love are self-criticism and perfectionism, which lead to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practice acknowledging and recognizing the good in yourself and others. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action, and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movement, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in your sadness, in prayer, etc. Keep your heart open, even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. And that's going to be hard because you definitely have gone through a lot here, but I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like, Cancer, you're pulling back and you're taking that love, you know, and applying it to self right now. And I'm telling you, that's what's going to lead you into this transformation. That transformation's coming. It's just a matter of how long and is it going to be delayed. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Cancer. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you like the video, hype it for me. Until I see you guys in your next reading, Cancer, know that you are loved, and namaste.